and said, we think you'll be a good candidate. If you're serious about it, we'll start working together on this. So then we were in contact constantly with them. So then my life became somewhat busy again, back and forth to Louisville from Oklahoma City, or Edmond, Oklahoma. And then we arrive at where we are today.
Do you hope to go back to chiropractic?
I would love to go back to chiropractic. I don't know that I will be able to. I am hoping that I can. I tell you, I miss working with patients. And I know that if I can't get back to chiropractic, at least I can start doing things again that I never used to be able to do.
Other questions in the audience? We also have some members on the telephone. If there's anybody on the telephone that has a question, if you would please speak up.
I was wondering what other hopes you have as far as what you would like to do most with your hands. That's one question.
My favorite sense, or one of my favorite senses, was my sense of touch. And I love to hold my wife's hand and feel her skin, and I want to do that again. That would probably be number one.
Did you have any reservations about the fact that you don't need hands for life, but you are facing some possible complications and side effects?
Did I consider that? Oh,
Did you have reservations about doing this?
Well, my life had become, so much so dull and so much at a standstill that I thought, they told me about constantly over and over again about complications that could happen. The worst being I could lose, my body could reject these two hands. And then what would I do then? They asked me. And I said, well, I would hope that you would give me another set of hands and do surgery again. He said, well, that's a good question. What would you do if your body rejected that set of hands? I said, well, I'll probably go to prosthetics. So the very worst thing that could happen is probably losing my hands. I thought seriously, long and hard about that, and I thought it is well worth taking the risk. If I were to, something were to happen and I die, I know where I'm going to live forever, and that's a joyful thought. And I don't believe that God would have allowed me to get this far and would have sent me to this team of doctors if it were not His will. And I don't believe that He would have allowed me to get this far in this process if it were not His will. And I don't believe that He would have allowed this all to happen if it were not His will. So knowing that everything that was going on, I believed with all my heart, and so does my wife, that it is the will of God. So we're at peace with it. So I had no reservations.
I was wondering what religion you are, and then also, Cindy, what your hopes are for your husband.
Our religion is just Christianity, Bible-based, just Christianity.
Well, one thing Rich failed to say, and I don't think he would mind me saying, is after the accident, I am on. Is that? It's not working? Okay. After Rich's accident, he, more than the physical limitations that the accident caused, it worked emotionally and mentally on him tremendously more. And that's why his life came to a stop. He just could not rise above the depression and everything, no matter how many medications he took and how many psychiatrists and doctors he was visiting. And he went from this vivacious person that was full of life and very positive. There was just no one like him. He was such a vivacious, loved life, took risks, and then to see him just, his life and personality just stop. And what I look forward to the most is getting my husband back, getting his personality back, his zeal for life. For 4.5 years, we basically did nothing except the drudgery of everyday life. So this timing comes at such a perfect time for him to get these hands, because he was really spiraling downward emotionally and mentally. So I look forward to getting my husband's personality back, getting my husband back, and getting life back together. And this donor family just the gift that they've given us to have a second lease on life. I cannot thank them enough. And a year ago, we were in the same situation they were in. We lost our 3-year-old grandson unexpectedly, and his parents donated his organs, and he got to save 3 little babies. And we were devastated, and it's still devastated over our loss, so I know the donor family, what they're going through. And I want them to know that we have prayed for them for 3 years since we knew we were going to start this, and we will continue to always pray for them and thank them for their precious gift to us.
And when she says we prayed for them for 3 years, we didn't know who they were, but God did. And we knew that or had high hopes that we were going to be accepted in this program, and knew that there was going to have to be a family that went through a loss in order for us to have a gain. And so that's why she says we've been praying for them for 3 years. We certainly have.
Doctor, how do you feel physically right now, and when do you hope you'll be able to go home?
I feel fantastic. I really do. The doctors have gotten my pain medications. They worked with them on the last couple days. Instead of having pain and then take pain medication and get it to feel good again, and then pain and feel good again, they've got it to where I'm feeling, there just aren't those high and low spikes anymore. So I'm feeling very good. I'm feeling very blessed and thankful to have a new pair of hands. I like the idea of having a challenge of working these hands and trying to get all the function back that I can. I welcome that challenge. Tell you, it wears me out, but I certainly welcome it. And what was your last question?
When do you hope you'll be able to go home?
I think I'll be right on schedule. They're hoping for me to be able to go home in 3 months, at least leave Louisville and go home and do therapy there. I think I'll be out of the hospital tomorrow.